Nursery rhymes remind me of school.
All right, team. So this is our last Dropouts podcast. We are now becoming a rap group.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
This is our first EP.
Yeah, first group. We're called the Out of Sync. I mean, In Sync.
Out of sync. I like that. That's good. All right, so what's been happening, boys? Episode 35 today.
Bro, are you sure it's 35?
Is it 35? No, 36.
36. Is it? I don't know,
Can
bro.
we just acknowledge that that is such a phenomenal parody rap group name?
Out of Sync?
Out of Sync.
I love that.
Yeah,
That is
good.
unbelievable. Who said that? Did you say that?
I said that.
That
'cause
would
I
have to be
creative
our...
flow.
Yeah.
More than just a pretty
Today's
face.
35.
More than just
35.
more than just a big squat.
Ooh. More than just a big
What
snatch.
the fuck?
Sorry.
Why can we hear that?
That's my worship music.
Ooh.
I literally had Hillsong going in the background.
Yeah, so...
Wait, can I ask a
35.
question? Oh, I'm sorry, I was going to ask a question.
Go
Because
on.
he said all song. You know that guy, Andrew Cedra, Echo Church?
Andrew Cedra, yep.
Yeah, bro, they seem pretty big. Are they like a big version of like a Hillsong? Or like, they
I
must be
think
much,
he's-
obviously much smaller.
Yeah, I think he's got, like, they're an independent church. I don't know. I've never been there.
Where is this in the area? Are they in west or what?
Yeah, they're out west. He's, like, really popular on Instagram because he, like, preaches a lot of, like, you know, he's very vocal about like the
He
whole
doesn't give an-
LGBT trans movement, blah 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 blah, and he gets a lot of hate on his comments. But
Yeah, I saw his Australia Day
which
thing.
I like that he's outspoken about stuff, but also like I feel like he does.
But
Like
he goes so
he
hard
goes
that it's
so hard that it's like, bro, just focus on the word of God, bro.
It's almost like he goes so hard that he's like inviting.
Yeah.
He's inviting the.
It's almost like
the
he does
hype.
it for clout in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Which is like
Okay.
kind of like.
I was looking at it, I'm like
So-
some of the, so like I was watching the Australia Day one, and like I get the message, and I think like you know I'm very like proud to celebrate Australia Day. I'm very
Right.
I love Australia Day, but and you know I love this country and whatever, but he like made, some of the stuff he was saying in the beginning, like Wakanda forever. Do you watch the
Yeah.
video?
What was he saying?
He's like. You know, gotta land, like, you know, Gadigal land.
yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah.
and Wakanda forever. And I'm like, bro, where did the Wakanda forever come from?
Yeah, literally.
Anyway.
Okay. Interesting.
Speaking about Alphabet Mafia, we're talking about like schooling today.
Yes.
About like the schooling life.
School days.
School days, school vibes. Yeah.
What do you reckon? Like, what were you guys? What like? If you had to like categorize yourself like in a group, obviously Maddie was part of the cool group.
I was
We
the
know
cool
that.
kid.
He was the bully.
But like, what group?
There's no bully group.
Shit.
There was no whole group
No,
of
no, no.
bullies.
But the
No.
bullies were always part of the cool group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because they
like
battled their way in there.
either battled their way in there, or people they were just elevated because everyone was like, I don't want to get fucking roasted by this guy.
No, because what bullies do is generally what they try to do something to somebody to get laughs from the group.
Yes.
That's right.
Like they
yeah,
want to
yeah.
be, you
They
know,
bring
part of
others
the
down
group
to bring
and-
themselves
yeah,
up. You know.
in that kind of way. So
Yeah, bro.
But you're a changed man.
Well, bro,
Yeah.
honestly, like I look at myself even at school and I just like I know the person that I was at school and I'm just thinking, I was like back in there, I was like, why was I so angry, bro? I used to just like swear a lot at school, in primary school, in high school.
What do you put that down
Oh,
to?
yeah.
Sorry,
Bro,
no, it's not a therapy, not a therapy session.
Honestly, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like I was just like an angry kid, bro, and like just like seeing shit when I was younger. I feel like I just like
from your childhood.
I was always happy,
Yeah,
and
they-
like
you know, they'll say-
and I formed
Yeah.
genuine friendships, and I loved a lot of I love a lot of the kids, like mates from my school. But I was probably like a dickhead, bro, a lot of times as well, to be honest.
Playing
Yeah.
up, but you are generally a smarty pants.
Yeah, 100%. I always had that
Yeah,
like sort of
yeah,
smart.
Yeah,
sort of
I was like that
character
as well. I was a smart ass too. I used to get. I used to get smart to all the older boys. Used to get chased around, and they used to give me dead arms and whatever. Like it was good because I was fast and I could step and stuff like that. But yeah,
Chase me around, give me dead arms, plug my balls. Like, you all right, bro? You okay?
Well, I think it's funny because like everyone can like sort of like recognize what we're talking about with school. Because like last week we were sort of talking about, you know, I guess the title was like Australian Underbelly, and we were talking about like
Yeah,
the King's
yeah.
Cross and Cabramatta and like drug culture. So there was a lot of relatable stuff. And then the week before we were sort of talking about like, you know, the chicken wars in Sydney and like the best places to eat around Sydney. So it's all very relatable. And now with school, like I think there's a lot of cliches, you know, that people will be able to sort of like recognize with, especially during school. And the one thing that always comes to my mind is like, bro, like the school tuck shop.
oh,
Remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
canteen,
yeah,
The
school tuck
canteen.
shop. That was
bro?
hectic.
What was your favorite item? Go items from the school tuck shop.
Yeah, well, like, it's either a pie or sausage roll. Like that was pretty much it.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
What was the
Come on,
school?
bro,
hang
there
on,
was
what
some-
was school like in New Zealand with canteen? You just go there, order your food. Like what was the go?
Yeah, so what we did was we went to at the start of school, like before school started. You went in and you ordered what you wanted, and they'll write it down.
Oh,
on
like a lunch order.
like a lunch order.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
And then
Lunch orders.
all the 6 I think
Leaders?
the leaders, they had to go to the lunchroom just before lunch, and they'll get a bucket
It's
for each class.
Like a school, like a laundry basket.
Yeah, so
That's what
you'll-
used to happen with us, too.
Bro, yeah, like a silver. It was like a metal basket kind
Yeah,
of
it was
thing.
a basket. Yeah, and then you would have all whatever
Yeah.
class you went to, their orders, and you would take it to them.
And then like you'd be jealous of all the other kids that had lunch orders that day. You'd be like, oh no, I've got a sandwich for my mum, cheese and ham.
Bro,
Yeah.
and you know what I just
Like,
realized?
Just a dry
No,
sandwich.
but or you would go with your mates in the morning, they'll buy lunch, and then you'll be like, oh, and then you would buy lunch, and you would take your lunch back home, and your parents would be like, why don't you eat your lunch?
Yeah, or no,
And you're like,
no, bro,
oh.
I'd throw mine out.
Yeah,
I didn't want
true, yeah.
Bro, I was bad. Mum used to pack me like this. Bro, my mum, she's the type of person, my mum doesn't like salt. She doesn't like too much sauce. So, bro, my sandwiches were so
Bland.
dry. So bland, so dry.
But then you
so I
get-
used to get my like sandwich. I used to stand at the canteen. Hey bro, can I have 50 cents? So I just
same.
I'd stack up the 20 cents, the 50 cents, and I'd get enough money eventually buy chicken and corn roll or whatever.
Like
it was.
chicken and corn roll.
Oh, that was goated.
The goat.
Bro, or you would have
and
like
then,
soggy
like-
sandwiches, like with the tomatoes.
Yeah. From the canteen.
No, from home. That's why you'll go
Oh,
buy
not
Not
like
if your mum
lunch.
knows how to fucking pack them, bro.
Oh, mine was
your
like
mum
tomato
was doing it.
central.
Honestly, bro, straight out, my mum is a great cook, but she cannot make a sandwich to save her fucking life. And God bless you. My mother is an angel, by the way. But yeah, so and then I could just picture it every time. I just literally walk up to the bin. I'd like look around.
Throw it away.
Apple bin, sandwich bin. It's like Wonder White ham cheese, no sauce.
Bro, nothing better than a ham cheese sandwich on white bread. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you need something in there to moisten it up,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Sometimes
It's
a bit
too
of
Too dry.
Okay, bro. Like, let me just say, like, when you were talking about like sending in your orders for school, bro, isn't it funny? Like some habits you just carry through your whole life. Like even now at work, we get this app called Oh My Lunch. You get to order your lunch for the entire week, and it gets dropped off at work,
Oh, wow.
and it's
Yeah,
free.
yeah,
It's on the
that's
house.
mad.
It's on the company. But
Well, that's it.
yeah, bro, it's
really.
hectic.
That's mad. That's full tech.
such
what a
a benefit,
bonus.
bro.
That's
such a
full tech.
bonus, right? But I
That's a
forget.
big- that's
I
a
forget
big
to order my
expense.
shit every day, right?
You're a lemon.
You
Okay,
what? You
I forget to
what?
order,
He
but
doesn't order.
there's heaps of guest orders that come in, so I just take them. But I got to start remembering. Ron,
What's
if
guest
Ron
orders?
watches this, so like Ron, I'm going to start ordering my lunch.
Brother, if I had that as a perk, I would
Brother.
be ordering every day.
Yeah, Sean would be ordering.
Brother, you meant to order
Can
this
you
stuff.
Sean, it's like we've got an entree, main, and a dessert here for a Sean. I don't think I can't do that.
I'd have two
mate.
separate phones, two apps.
There's two Sean's here, Sean 1 and Sean 2.
Sean, yeah, B1 and B2.
The reason I'm saying that though is because when I was at school, I remember like in like kinder year 1, year 2, all the way up to like when I did lunch orders, is sometimes at recess, people be eating their recess, and I'm like, oh shit, I got that brown paper bag in my lunch. I forgot to put it to the teacher. Bro, how bad was that? And then
that
you're
was
like,
the worst.
shit, I got to order my lunch. I'm not gonna have
So
it.
you've been like that since school.
Or
Since
did you
primary
ever rock up to school to do a lunch order and you didn't have the money for it?
Oh,
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I need some. Can someone call my mum,
Yes,
please?
yeah.
And your mum
Call
would
my
come drop
mum.
money off or something. Or and we had this thing where like the parents would volunteer and work at the canteen like once every couple of weeks.
bro, I love that.
So like I'd be like to all my mates, I'm like, yeah, mum's at the canteen today. So we'll go over. Mum would just buy everyone like whatever they want. What do you want? What do you want?
Oh,
Chicken
man.
and corn rolls for everyone, meat pies, and you were just the goat for that day.
Was that your go-to, chicken and corn roll?
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying Tuesday's chicken and corn roll. There was like a special every day, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like jaffles and shit?
Yeah, bro. Primary school was different to high school, but like I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
true,
Primary school
true.
days, there was like, because like I'm obviously younger than you, so you're even older than me, so the prices would have been even cheaper. But bro, I remember getting like lollies, like 5 cents. You get like a whole bag of lollies.
Yeah,
bro.
5 cents.
5 or 10 cents, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you get,
I don't think
they
I
were
could
just
get
like
it for
little
5
jelly
cents.
lollies,
Yeah.
bro.
5 cents?
Yeah, 5 or 10 cents, bro. And you get like a
Oh.
bag of like 5 lollies.
Was that before school, going to the shop? That's what we used to do. We used to get lollies from the shop. So before we actually went to school.
Yeah, I know
And
what
they
you're
had
saying.
those.
though.
They used to have the
little
bags.
bags.
Little
yeah,
bags, yeah.
And
Was
then
cheap.
do you remember the green the
Red
rose,
frogs?
the rose lolly thingies?
Yeah.
You know them. They're green and
Yeah.
they're shiny. Toffee
Toffee lollies?
lollipops.
Oh, yes,
The lollipops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I
But
do
like you
remember.
say, they're so cheap back then.
Bro.
Obviously, like
Sorry, speaking of toffee,
All right,
bro, where the fuck are toffee apples? Why does no one sell them
bro.
anymore?
They don't sell that shit anymore,
Bro, I
bro.
love toffee apples. That's
Bro,
my favorite.
Yeah.
Gives
Bro,
you, like-
apples are expensive
Off the top of your head, like top 3 or 5 like items
3
from the
or 5
canteen.
from the canteen. Yeah, I was just pretty standard.
Okay.
So like a pie or sausage roll.
Yep.
Like back in New Zealand, pies are pretty massive. Like we do. Like New Zealand does awesome pies.
Really?
So
Yeah.
like pies would go out the door. So that was pretty much it.
Lots
pretty
of sheep.
straightforward.
Lots of sheep. Good lamb.
Okay,
it's
bro.
great
Like one of my favorite ones was fucking chicken JJ's, bro. Remember
Chicken
JJ's?
JJ's. What is it?
Bro, remember
Oh, you're
JJ's?
talking about the ones that like those flake.
They're like little C
Squares.
cups. Yeah, little squares, like chicken yellow packet.
bro,
JJ's, bro.
They were unreal. But
JJ's,
bro, you
bro.
had to eat 6 packets of them to
But
even
I like
feel
them because you
satisfied.
like eat them with your tongue and they kind of like melt.
Oh,
Yeah,
dissolve.
yeah.
They dissolve.
JJ's.
It's like when you're
Oh.
eating like Cocoa Pops Chex or something like that.
Oh, bro, they used to be called Crispix.
Crispix, no, they're different.
No, bro, they're so similar.
They're the exact same pretty much, but
Bro,
different
Crispix-
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Crispix was the OG because they started with the honey Crispix, and then they moved into the chocolate.
Bro, Fruit Loops are the goat cereal.
Yuck, bro.
Fuck off,
I would
bro.
say Cocoa Pops.
Nah,
Bro, I
Cocoa
love
Pops.
Cocoa
Fruit
Pops.
Loops does not come near Cocoa Pop, bro. Even Crunchy Nut, come on, bro.
Bro, Crunchy Nut,
Crunchy Nut's off
Crunchy
its
Nut
head.
is off its
Do you remember
tits.
those ads? She's like, and they someone was sitting behind a desk, and she'd be like, "Oh, Kellogg's Crunchy Nut is delicious," and she goes, and the little lady stands up behind the desk. Tall Jan is malicious.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I
Did you
remember
see
that.
it?
Yeah.
Just another Kellogg's Crunchy Nut.
I want to do a quick skit here. So, like, what's your favorite snack of all time? And give it to
bro,
me.
Snack
that's
of all
fucking
time.
One
That's
of,
a hard
one of.
one.
Don't give me your goat. Give me like one of your
Just
favorites.
one of your
Just
favorites.
quickly.
Okay, like honestly, a great snack that I really, really love.
Okay.
Jumpy's chicken.
Okay, I was about to say Jumpies. Perfect. All right. Fuck
yeah.
What's Jumpy's chicken?
Jumpies,
Explain
the
it.
little kangaroos.
Little kangaroos.
Yeah.
They're hollowed out little crunchy chips.
Oh,
Okay.
bro.
Alright,
I've
never had them.
12
So
of
look at
those.
the camera. All right. Don't say a word until you hear a snack better than chicken Jumpies.
I like this. Go. Okay.
Sunny Boys. Milo bars. Mammy noodles.
I don't know. That's hard, bro. That was tough.
Mammy noodles,
Mammy
bro.
noodles off its head. Wait,
If
I
anyone
want to
doesn't-
hear the rest of the
Do you
list.
remember
bro.
Mammy noodles?
Show me.
These guys, bro, the
Oh,
monster.
bro,
They are
those
the goat snacks,
Nah,
bro.
honestly, I think they're better than Jumpy's.
They are, bro.
You know why? Because everything about
What's
them.
one of your favorite snacks?
From back then?
Or like whatever. Up to you.
I just saw one on your fucking thing.
Let me think.
Don't give me your top.
Roll-ups. Roll-ups.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
They're the best.
Bro, fuck, this guy's not
I'll
going
go read him. He's going to know him.
Is he going to know?
He'll know him, bro. Read him out to him. Yeah, stuff.
K-Time Twists. Dunkaroos.
I was going to say that. but
No, you can't say your mouth. And the aim of the game is to not say anything, even though you really want to.
Okay, yeah, go.
Alright,
All right, Dunkaroos, Tiny Teddies, Burger Man, Tasty Tubes, Yogo, Baby Bell Cheese, Bega Stringers, Chicken in a Biscuit.
What?
What?
What's that?
Remember Chicken in a Biscuit?
No. Wait,
A Devon sandwich
bro,
with
did
tomato
that just say
sauce.
Ovaltinis?
Ovaltinis.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we fucked up.
Roll-ups,
there.
roll-ups.
Roll-ups, okay.
Ovaltinis are unbelievable.
I used to hate going to school and somebody having roll-ups. And my parents didn't get them for us that
Oh,
week.
yeah, yeah.
For me, bro,
roll-ups are so good.
roll-ups are grouse. They always get stuck in your teeth, but bro, I love bigger stringer cheese, bro.
They're hectic.
Bro,
I'm
when
still-
you pull them and then you just like, and then you pull the
Yeah,
whole
it's
side and then
literally the worst cheese,
they're
though.
absolutely delicious. I could eat about 50 in one sitting,
Yeah.
but you could never.
I've got a very unpopular opinion.
You could never undo the packet. That's what you think. Your fingers are sweaty and you're just trying to get that sweet cheese.
You don't want to go too thick. Unpopular opinion, LCMs. Shit.
I don't
White
mind.
LCM's
Yeah.
grouse.
They're
Yeah,
chat,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
They're so
yeah.
They're just too sweet and shit.
sticky and like syrupy.
Yeah, not too bad. The Dunker
I feel like everyone's...
Dunkaroos.
Bro, Dunkaroos, I didn't... Like, I know what they are, but we didn't have that many of them at school.
What about the snack?
Le snack. Bro,
Le snack suck
okay,
it.
there's only one way
That's
to eat a
crazy.
snack. Prove me wrong. I don't know if anyone else does this, right? So you got the 3 biscuits,
Yep.
and you
Yeah.
got the cheese. And I love how they have that little incision so that you can dip the biscuit in there. Have you
Yeah.
noticed
In the
cheese
corner,
part,
yeah. But
it's
it
got that
doesn't
little
matter.
stick.
You can get in there regardless.
You can, but what you got to do is, so I dip it, right? And then I place it cheese side down on my
This is
tongue
retarded.
and let the cheese like
Dissolve.
cover
Guys,
all.
you just were not this complex in
Have
primary
you seen
school.
the ice cream? The guys like cover all 9,000 taste buds. Aerate
No.
it. It's so funny.
Where's that?
There's a video on YouTube of this guy
That's hilarious.
explaining how to eat ice cream,
Oh.
and he's like an ice cream expert.
aerate it.
Yeah, he goes, okay, what you got to do is get the vanilla ice cream, cover all 9,000 taste buds, aerate it, delicious, vanilla. That's good.
Oh, stop with the sets.
Well, quick little one. What's your favorite ice cream then? while we're there.
Banana paddle pop, OG.
that's hectic.
Bro, banana paddle
That's
pop, my
hectic.
favorite ice cream of all
That's
time.
mad. That's mad.
Yeah.
Bubblegum Bill
Let's
can't
go.
go astray.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
The only good
I
thing
don't
about
like
it's the
the
bubble
chocolate.
gum in
The
the
bubble
middle.
gum, I
Yeah,
know.
legit.
Yeah, gay time.
Gay
Golden
time.
gay time.
Gay time's
Gay time's hectic.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Following a bib chicken pizza from Big Papa's.
That's it.
Papa
Bro,
John's.
you can't go past a Magnum almond though.
I don't know, but I always see Magnum.
They're
Classic,
fucking-
classic Magnum.
Nah, almond is the best. But obviously connoisseur
Came in Shannon Magnum.
Bro, you know what's funny about that? You remember Kettle Chips?
Yeah.
They were the GOAT for so long.
And then Red
Red
Rock.
Rock Deli came in, but I
Yeah.
never thought that Red Rock was actually a better product. I just feel like they marketed themselves. I don't know. They just... Red Rock... Kettle just died out except for chili. And,
Nah,
you know.
bro, Kettle's still up there. They're still killing it.
They're
But
still-
listen,
but-
Red Rock Deli, for a lot of chip eaters, the greatest chip
Great
of all time
variety.
is the honey
Yeah.
soy chicken chip from
Yeah.
Red Rock Deli.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I avoid that like the plague.
Really?
I like
go
honey.
for the
Everyone
the
loves
chili.
honey soy chicken.
I go for the chili
I
or
like the chili too. I
um
like both.
or the salt and vinegar is pretty good
I
too.
love a classic sea salt kettle chip, bro.
but the
I never used to
bro,
like sea salt.
Have you had Tyrell's?
No.
Bro, they are and Boulder chips. You would have seen them at delis and stuff. Boulder chips.
Tyrell seems familiar. No.
Oh, bro, Tyrell's is off its head.
Bro, enough. Yeah, go on.
So
Go on.
when I was at boarding school, when I went to the boarding school, we didn't have any canteens.
Yeah.
So that was in primary school when we had the canteens. We went to high school, which was boarding school.
Chefs.
And bro, we used to have the best food ever.
You had chefs?
Yeah, we had chefs. So we
Yeah,
had to
mate.
go into the canteen. And so for breakfast, for example, we would have eggs, we'll have spaghetti, we'll have baked beans, we'll have
Yeah.
bacon. Then we'd go over to the table where they had the cereal, and they'll have big buckets of rice bubbles, cornflakes. You just grab your bowl,
Oh,
get as many
mad.
as you want.
It's
They'll
like,
have
it's like a buffet,
It was
mate.
buffet. They had
Legit
a 2 liter
buffet.
milk that they just put on the table. Just grab a 2 liter milk. Bro, it was
Was
so
this like,
good.
was this, so you went to boarding school in high school?
Yeah, in
How
high
often
school,
did
yeah.
you go home?
Every weekend.
Wow.
Like I lived in the city. It was in Auckland, so
Yeah.
I lived in Auckland, but I went home every weekend. But there were boys that lived outside of Auckland that had to stay for like the whole term.
I might toe
Lived there
pump.
the whole
I might
time.
toe pump my kids to boarding school too.
Bro, like,
I'm joking.
I had no
good
problem
for
with it
you.
though.
What do you think made your parents decide to send you to boarding school?
So this school was for disadvantaged boys.
Oh,
So my
You can't
parents,
read.
I love how that could have like been like a somber tone.
I'm sorry.
that was
One of his childhood trauma. That's not funny.
That was one thing. The school was created by a guy called James Dilworth, and he came over from Ireland back in 1903, and he bought all this land, which was just outside of the city, and he made the school for boys. They were disadvantaged.
When you
Why were
say,
you
can you define? Can you
disadvantaged,
define?
So
do
my
you mean
parents,
socioeconomically?
my
or what do you
parents
mean?
separated when I was young. My
Yeah.
mum moved to a different country.
Yeah.
So my dad was a single parent.
Right.
Disadvantaged. So it's, one of the boys, like his parents both passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Stuff like that. So
Oh,
very
okay.
low
But
socioeconomic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Could he read? The other guy? That's just so.
That's hard.
I'm fucking around.
But yeah, there's my nephew's at the moment.
Yeah?
My sister's son.
Side do this. You were going to say, I'm going to put down the microphone. I'm going to put down the mic.
Yeah, look, bro.
So it's a family tradition.
It's with the family.
I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop.
That was good.
I guess the good thing about Sean is like whenever someone texts him, he can't leave him on red.
I'm leaving!
No, you should have said he leaves him on red.
He leaves him on red.
He leaves him on red. Oh, you fucked that one up.
You fucked it up. That was fucking up. That was solid though. It still hit the same way.
What's Sean's favorite color?
Red.
Now everybody thinks I can't read.
No, that's not. Nah,
Alright,
he
this
can't, bro.
is-
He's not. Mate, he's not. He's not. What's his name? The boxer.
Go wear pieces of shit.
Maybe with that.
So I'm actually sweating.
Yeah, it's hot.
What's Sean's favorite food? Bread. No, that's so shit. I'm sorry.
It's getting dried
But
out.
don't worry, bro. My dad got shot in the head.
Yeah, but that's not you.
He's just one-upping you. He's trying to one-up you now.
He puts it onto someone
He's
else.
trying to empathize with the listeners.
Yeah. So one thing that came to the top of my mind when we were talking about school, bro, and I just need to like vent this because like JP, I know you would have done this. I can't be the only one.
Here we
but
go.
This is I've got to finally come clean about some things I did in school.
Oh,
here we go.
Go and go.
Okay. Do you remember when you had like school assembly or a mass at the church?
Yeah.
All right. You know when you line up boy girl, boy line girl
Well,
line.
no, because I went to
Oh,
boys'
all
Oh,
boys.
you got an all
Yeah,
boys school.
same. All
Explains
boys.
a lot. Okay. So when anyone that was normal that used to go to school, there was like boy line and a girl line, bro.
Yeah.
What I used to do was with my crush.
Well, you sure you want to? Are you sure you want to go here?
Bro, I did it like my whole schooling life in primary school. I always wanted to sit next to my crush. So I would like, okay, so like if the boys are like 10 back, so I'm like, okay, I'm the 10th in line. So I got to like line up. I got to like get in line and make sure that like we're sitting next to each other, because it used to go boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So I'm like, all right, if I can just get in a vicinity of sitting next to her, that will be hectic.
So you've been a creep for all your life.
Yeah, and I used to line it up, bro. And there was a girl I used to be like, bro, I used to have this crush on this girl called Alyssa, bro, in school.
Shout out to Alyssa.
Alyssa,
Shout out to Alyssa.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Maddie's wandering hands. Nice.
Nah, bro. What do you mean? I was
Sorry,
wandering
bro.
hand, bro. I mean,
Sorry.
10 years old. But yeah, bro. That used to happen,
You probably had pubes at 10.
Whoa. It's not right. I had them at 7. Nah,
No, it was fully out at 7.
Jake. Came off my head and grew out
a
my
full head
balls.
of hair by age 4 and lost it all by age 7.
Literally, bro. But even I was
He
watching
came out as fucking Rapunzel.
Literally, his hair's Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
I age backwards.
Yeah, just your hair.
Yeah, man. What else about school, bro? The schooling life. What are
Oh, do you guys remember like athletics carnivals and
I
stuff?
was about to say, bro.
that was so
Oh,
good.
bro,
Athletic
those were the
swimming
best.
carnivals.
Were you
Yeah.
athletic in school?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Were you
sporty.
like zone state carnival?
Not not for like athletics. No.
No, I was.
Oh, I did
I was
like
a,
discus
I was
and
a
shot put.
national discus and shot put.
Oh, no way. I did discus and shot put.
Yeah.
You're probably better than
Yeah,
me,
bro.
you fucking
I
behemoth.
played I did wrestling and gymnastics.
Wrestling.
Yeah. So I did Auckland champs, New Zealand champs.
Wrestling.
No way.
So wait,
Like-
you mean wrestling at the boarding school or like competing
Competing.
Wow,
Yeah,
like the US style, like American wrestling.
Like wrestling, like
I
the
think
Olympics.
That's hectic.
yeah,
That
like the
didn't
Olympics.
land.
Yeah.
It didn't land, did it?
That's
Yeah.
sick, bro.
Yeah, so
It
yeah,
was
good.
German
It was awesome.
suplex
Yeah,
on
bro,
the
he showed me some moves
So I
the other day.
traveled.
It's actually fucking
traveled
hectic.
around the country.
That's dope. Did you ever
competing.
verse any people from the US?
No, it was all New Zealand based.
New Zealand?
Yeah, it was all like high school. So yeah, those American dudes are freaks.
Next level.
Yeah, 100%.
And one thing about going to an all boys school with like some of those carnivals and stuff was that the rivalry was fucking heated.
Oh,
like as in,
yeah.
because bro, you'd be
sports
in
houses.
your own section. No, I'm talking about with other schools, because other boys,
Oh.
only other boys schools. So it's like you go to those athletics carnivals and it's like you
Bro,
actually want to bash.
literally, yeah, bro.
You want to bash each other. So what happened is you're in your own section, but then occasionally you'd walk past each other and shit, and
And
you'd be in a group of 3 or 4, like
But
you
always like,
boys.
bro, tell me you didn't look at the girls from the other school and you're like, bro, she was like, bro, like she's like an athlete, bro.
Well,
Like,
bro, rarely. Every now and then
Those
we
are
had
boys'
some of the
schools.
but some of the sister schools would like. For example, there was it was actually really funny. Barker, which
Barker
is
College.
Barker College had year 11 and 12 had girls, so we used to yell out, "Who let the dogs out?" And the whole thing.
you've been a creep your whole life.
No, bro, this is like this is high school shit. This is
so
locker room
Where
chat.
would you do that? Like Sydney Olympic Park?
Yeah,
or
it's Olympic
something?
Park,
Yeah,
with like
right.
the swimming carnivals and shit, like the athletics carnivals at the running and fucking.
We
discus
never used to
shop or
do it with other
whatever.
schools. We used to do it with our own school.
Well, we did both. Yeah,
Both, yeah.
I think
and
I
we
had-
had your sports houses or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
the
yeah,
colours
yeah,
and whatever.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
hectic.
That was hectic.
That was
You'd
good fun.
lose your voice. You wouldn't fucking be
Yeah.
able to speak the next
Because
day.
you'll be against your mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Think
yeah.
like one of
Their
those
house
common
and-
school shit is like, everywhere we go, everywhere
Yeah,
we go,
yeah.
people want to know. Or like,
Who we are,
and
where we come from.
where we come from.
So
We are
we
the
tell them.
So we tell them
we are the
dropouts. The mighty, mighty dropouts.
Mighty, mighty dropouts.
Yeah,
And
that
if
was
you can't
hectic.
hear us, you must be deaf. Well, no, we'll shout a little louder. Shout
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little.
that's
But then
good
there
one.
were some other school ones like that. But bro, I remember like, because I used to do athletics outside of school. I remember when athletics would come up to in school, I was like, fucking oath, I'm prepared for this. Like, I do this athletic shit outside of school.
Yeah.
So now I come up
I'm
to school
hectic.
time, bro, and there was always those kids, bro, that just like, when they rocked up with like spikes for running, you're like, fuck, this guy actually.
Yeah, this bloke
this guy actually
this
runs.
bloke fucks.
Oh man, his parents are rich.
This guy fucks.
Oh, his parents are rich.
Well, his parents are rich. But generally, like, if they had, but I love those kids that had spikes that were still shit. And then you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
like that
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
bro. Perfect example, like Ryan Pappenhausen, bro, in school. He plays for the
Oh, bro, he's quick.
Bro, he was one of those kids at school, and I'm sure everyone has this kid at school that was just fucking destined for greatness in everything they did, bro.
Any sport.
Anything,
Bro,
any
any
sport,
sport.
yeah.
Touch football, he was the GOAT. Rugby league outside of school, GOAT. Rugby union in school, GOAT. School captain, he was the school captain.
No way.
Bro.
Was he school captain?
Bro.
So
Fuck
he
it.
was
Would've had to
academically.
have
He was actually the school captain, bro.
Academically, he must have done okay then.
He
you
would
can't
just
be a full blown shit
He wasn't
kind
a
of feel.
retard, but he was definitely like probably like an average C to B.
Yeah,
student.
but you can get
Oh.
over that though. If you're good at every
Usually
sport,
that makes
they'll
school
give it to
captain
you.
has to be academically like A's.
No, bro, he wasn't an A
No.
student. I know that, bro. Like, but like back then, like we used to play in the same Tigers team for maths. So even back then, bro, like he was always just that kid that teachers respected. He could always get away with
Yeah.
shit. Like even like athletics used to just be top. What do you call it when you win athletics? The Win Athletics Carnival.
First place.
First place.
The winner.
Nah, but I'm pretty sure there was like a specific name for it, like
Podium finish.
yeah,
Top
bro,
of the pops.
bro. And he was one of those kids. But did you have those kids in school that would just
Yeah.
go at everything? You were probably that kid,
Yeah.
Sean.
I was getting good at it.
Sean was cool, bro.
Really good at it.
Sean was
Quite a full thing. So I played rugby, played cricket. Yeah, all the sports. Played softball.
Softball.
Yeah, that was at junior school.
Softball.
That's
Yeah.
the one where you
Softball.
got the thing on the tee. Oh no, I love T-ball. Remember T-ball, bro?
T-ball. Yeah, that was that was
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in
T-ball in
That was
school.
like
also
at
one
primary
thing,
school.
wasn't it?
T-ball was at primary school.
T-ball
And then
was
you
at
would go
primary
into
school.
softball.
Yeah.
Right.
Or baseball.
High
like,
school
no,
was
not-
like cricket, soccer, rugby, basketball,
Yeah.
basketball.
I played basketball too.
Basketball was
shit,
hectic.
basketball, bro.
I was hectic at it.
I reckon
that
you're
was
pretty
one
good at
sport I was
basketball.
actually fucking mad
Yeah,
at.
my best sports were rugby, touch, wrestling, and gymnastics. I did gymnastics outside of school. Had this Asian coach.
Well, say, what would your number one sport be now? Go.
Oh, now
Yeah, like if you just picked up a ball, whatever.
probably rugby or touch.
You? Rugby?
What, my favourite sport?
Best sport you're best at right now.
Rugby league.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
did you
no,
have?
probably not. I'll get bashed right now.
me?
but,
Basketball.
Oh,
I'll shit on-
yeah, true. Yeah,
If anyone from 180 is listening to this, I'll shit on any person at 180. I've already taken down Jules at basketball and one
Shout
on
out
one.
to Julian.
He still owes me breakfast from like 2 years ago. He told me buy me breakfast, but I'm not going to hold it against
What did you
that.
do? What did you play?
Oh,
Horse?
we just versed him one on one
Oh,
at
yeah.
the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
basketball
Did you
for
play
me.
basketball at school?
Yeah, I was in the second 5. Well, bro, the first were like fucking. We had imports, bro. They,
Oh, did you?
No, not. I mean, like when they like.
Oh, they bring them in
they
from different
scholarships
schools
and shit like that. You know
what
what I
school
mean?
did you go to?
Trinity Grammar.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
Did they do that for
Private
rugby and stuff? League? or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah, bro.
that?
Scott,
Imports?
what do you mean, Scott Seo?
Oh, right. Yeah,
Scott Seo went to Trinity. His brother Patrick Seo. Like
Yeah.
a lot of those.
I think Scott Sear was the captain of Australia for one point, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, I dropped him at training once.
Oh, did you?
No, in a tackle. I always say that, but I didn't. Is Matthew still here?
Yeah, I'm definitely here.
Hello.
I'm just having a look at something.
What's with the background noise? Can you hear that? Oh, it's the fucking washing machine. It's the dishwasher. This is a low budget production by the Dropouts podcast.
This is the Dropouts production. Yeah. So what are you saying? Like, what group were you in? What group were you in?
Oh, nah. I got bullied. I got bullied in year 7 and 8.
Like what?
Should I call out my bullies? No, I'm kidding.
No. I mean, like,
Say,
what
how you
type of
doing
bullying?
now?
How you doing? Yeah, well, actually, I see them. I always remind them in front of people too. They get really embarrassed.
They deliver your pizza?
They get really embarrassed.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
I
what
know.
happens, eh?
I know you. Are you?
But what happened, JP? Tell us.
What getting
Yeah,
bullied?
like how? Like what?
Oh no, I think
Bully
like
for
year
what?
7 and 8. No, I always wanted to be like part of like the
Aussies.
I was trying to, yeah, exactly. I tried to
Yeah,
like fit in
the
with the Aussie group,
DCs
but they didn't
and-
really accept me. I think I told you guys like I wanted to like skate.
Yeah.
So I had skateboard, and I was like, you know what I mean, all that. Even tried my hand at like some like rock music, heavy metal when I was. So like I was just honestly trying to fit in with the people
Yeah.
that I thought were cool.
Trying to find out who you were.
Yeah.
All that
But then,
coming
like-
of age type story.
But then, like later on, you just kind of like find your place. Like I had a couple of Lebo mates, and
Yeah.
found your
ground.
Croatian mate, and yeah, like I think later on it just kind of gets more chill as
Yeah.
you get older, right? Like everyone kind of finds their place, everyone relaxes a bit.
Yeah.
You still got your gronks flying around here and there, but
At Oak Hill, we used to have so many different groups. Like, we had an agriculture farm on school, so we had like animals and
What?
shit. Yeah, we had a full farm
I
on
thought
school.
that was just James Roos.
Nah, bro, we had a full farm on school, and we used to the kids that used to be there, we used to call them the ag fags.
The egg.
The ag. So they were,
Oh my
they were
God.
the ag.
Because
stand for?
agriculture.
The ag
right.
fags. Then there was like.
Say one more time if you want.
And I'm just saying, they were good kids, but they were like,
They were good kids, but we used to call them ag
We used to
fags.
give them shit. Oh,
Yeah.
it was a big school, right?
yeah, massive,
Oh, cool.
yeah, massive, like probably close to
I
2,000.
went there once to watch a rugby game because my cousin Andrew was playing against Oak Hill. You know, sometimes preseason they have like games against different groups. Even though like we're part of CAS, we'd go and verse like Amara school just in preseason or something.
Bro, Gala Day for us was the biggest game of the year, bro.
Gala Day.
Gala
Oh,
Day, bro.
but and then
First
all the
15
and
for
all the
Gala
chicks
Day.
would rock up
Oh
too.
my, bro, it was the most amazing day.
It was
There
like a festival.
5,000 people at school, bro. It was like the biggest rugby game. Like,
And the sister schools would rock
it
up.
was probably
and-
the most G'd I've ever
Wait,
been for a
Oak Hill
football
was-
game.
Oak Hill was co-ed.
Co-ed,
Yeah,
11 and 12.
11 and 12. Yeah.
Oh, 11 and
Yeah.
I went to a couple of those because
Yeah.
I did. I took the PT gym there.
Wow.
My PT gym there.
Yeah.
To do some
At
marketing.
Oak Hill?
Yeah. For
Bro,
the Gala Day.
we used to verse Augustins. We versed Augies one year, bro. And we were like, our year group was probably the weakest that a team had ever been in school. But, bro, when we versed Augustins this year, bro, we ended up losing in the last minute.
When that year that you were there?
That year that I was there, bro.
Yeah.
But, bro, I'm telling you, right from the field all the way to the top, literally the entire school makes the tunnel.
That's
Bruh.
hectic. That's cool, bro.
And we march out, bro. We don't run out. It was like literally just a slow march. It was such a G up, bro.
Was first 15 like? Did they get perks?
Yeah,
for
bro.
Being, like, we got perks at first 15 as well when we were at school.
Yeah, you get perks like.
For being at. Well, no. We had perks like we used to go to lunch.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
we used to go to lunch
Leave early.
Yeah, but all
leave
the
early, leave
teachers
school.
used to froth like
The first boys. Yeah, fucking oath, bro.
I was a seconds man. Rugby.
When
and
you were
basketball.
seconds, you just sit on the bench. You're a bench warmer.
Yeah, I was seconds.
Yeah, but I was put seconds for most of the year, and then I got called up for first.
Yeah.
Because the reason I was
This bloke still. It's where his ego comes from. He's still coasting on his fucking high school.
high school days. Yeah.
I was the first team for 2 years.
Wow, bro.
But anyway,
That's
carry on.
gone.
I want to
Carry
do a
on.
quick quiz.
I skipped the thirds. I went from the fourths to the seconds
Ooh.
because I scored the most fucked up try one day, and the coach the head of rugby just
Who
goes,
was this
"Yeah, put
guy?"
This guy in the seconds.
Bro, ADD kids were so good at like I had a couple of mates that were ADHD. Bro, that was so good. Just
You know what's funny?
ruthless.
I had-
hard runners, hard tacklers.
Yeah.
Just
See, that's
no-
what I was like. But my problem was because I started playing rugby late. I had my rugby IQ
wasn't up there. Yeah,
wasn't the best. You know,
Yeah.
like I couldn't see what was happening. You
Yeah.
know, those blokes who just see what's going on. You're like, bro, that's just unbelievable.
One of my mates, James, he had a high level of ADHD. He was like you, but like more. And he would like honestly try to bash us in our training sessions. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
But we're like, okay, well, make sure you do it in the game. And he used to
Yeah.
do it. It was crazy. It was so good.
Gun.
But yeah, it was first thing. It was good fun. Good fun.
Rugby. Soccer.
rugby.
Bit of rugby.
Don't say it again.
Bit of rugby.
Playing some rugby on.
Bit of rugby. I want you to play a game. I want you to play a game of rugby on my household.
Sorry?
That's that guy from. You know who it is. Fuck.
Well, our listeners don't know who it is.
I want you to suspend me from my car. from the
What are
chandelier.
you talking about?
Oh, fuck off.
Weird. You were the weird kid. Remember there was and those different types of kids in school. The smelly kid. Oh, bro, you couldn't be. When you, I
All
feel
right,
like
let me tell you a funny story about one of the boys, right? His name was Daniel.
Wait. Fuck you.
What?
Like it's you in the middle of saying something.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
his name was Daniel, right? And we were in I think we were in year 11.
Daniel.
So this kid that I told you about, this ADHD, James, he grabbed one of the younger kids, I think it was year 9, one of his phones, and he started messaging Daniel pretending to be a girl from the next door school.
Oh god. Yeah.
So he was messaging him back and forth,
my
pretending to be this chick, blah, blah, blah. And Daniel was saying all this stuff about, I'm the best at rugby, I'm the best at this and the other, like within the school, and everybody
jeez.
respects me, whatever. And then he said talked about his penis, and he said, I call it the beast. So anyway, kept going back and forth. He would show us at school, like it was all funny and whatever. So one afternoon, he got the entire, all of his house, there's like 60 students, or at least close to, down in the lower foyer, in the house that they were called Donegal. And Daniel was upstairs, and he messaged as the girl saying, hey, I've come to your house. I'm in the foyer downstairs. Come down, I want to meet you. So Daniel started walking down, and the boys started chanting, beast, beast,
No.
beast, beast.
How long did this go on for?
I think he did it for a month, maybe.
What, bro? That's a long time.
Yeah, or just under a month. Yeah. So
Maybe this guy
crazy.
secretly was loving it. That's
Fuck.
a long fucking time, bro. That's a
to
big
message,
commitment.
yeah. But we had
To pretend to
we
be
had
another girl.
Oh, it wasn't a sister school, but we had our school, and then we had a girls' school right next to us.
Yeah.
So we used to see them all the time, and it was
And she's like, "What? I didn't message you."
That's so weird,
yeah.
bro.
But it was my mate James messaging him, obviously.
Jimbo,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Remember
But that's what you do at boarding
Jimmy
school. You do all
Butler.
fucked up shit.
Did you
Yeah.
do school cliches like when the teacher's trying to get your attention? Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Hands on heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro, I used to hate that. Or the teacher's like, I'm going to write your name up on the board. I'm going to
One
write
thing-
your name on the board. You're like, so write my name on the board.
Yeah, bro. Listen, wait, you guys didn't have cadets or anything like that, no?
Cadets, nah, that was-
We had cadets at my school compulsory from year 7 to 9. So, bro, we'd go on these we'd literally
bound.
I've
We did
got a
outward
fucking photo of it. I've got it on my phone, and we'd my phone's up there. Shit. Anyway, we go on these camps called like bivouac for like 3 nights.
Bivouac. I remember bivouac.
And bro, they used to give us a tarpaulin,
Yeah.
like a plastic sheet, rope, and we'd tie it between 2 trees. We'd cover it over there, and obviously we got like a ration pack with condensed milk, like proper army
I love
shit.
condensed milk, bro. I could eat it out of the
You know what I
can.
mean? We'd have to like cook our own food, everything. And if we fuck around, which obviously you'd fuck around, right? And you had, and the leaders were like proper marshals, like army fucking dudes.
Yeah.
And they'd wake us up at 4 a.m. to do a 4 a.m. pack march. Now imagine waking up at 4 a.m. as a kid.
Yeah, I know.
That's next level.
Bro, let alone
so
now.
they get us up at 4 a.m.
How was he up here for?
Up at 4 a.m. Pack your entire kit, including everything, your tent, your bag, your food, everything. Put your pack on. Go for a fucking couple of kilometers.
That would be
pack
unbearable
march.
for you because I know you'd need to take a shit.
This is in good point. This is in a fucking jungle. It's in a forest. It's not like, this isn't like civilization. Man, it was nuts. Like we'd do all these fucking army exercises and shit.
How long did you do it for?
A couple of years, 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Cadets.
It's literally compulsory. And then some of the boys carried on through to high school.
You're a
Oh,
space
compulsory.
cadet.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
compulsory.
Oh, wow.
Everyone had to do it unless you had like some special medical nerd exemption.
Yeah.
Bro, the nerd exemption. Or I hate the lebos that like their parents would just sign off on anything and they just get to stay home, bro.
You know one thing that the Lebo parents let their kids get away with everything. My mum was like, if that's the rules, that's the rules.
Yeah,
Like, you face the music.
yeah,
or if you don't want to, you're sick, go to hell. Like,
Yeah.
she'd never say that. My mother's an angel.
Yeah, man, you should get the hell out of here, bro.
Get out. Like, oh, you didn't do your homework, too bad.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
gotta do
medical
the
certificate,
teacher.
no. Like, go to school.
It's funny, like when your teachers, bro, like, oh, bro, like my school report every year, Matthew has a lot of potential.
Bro,
He's
same.
naturally smart and inquisitive. However, distracts himself and others around him.
That's exactly the same.
Distracts himself and others around
Yeah.
him.
That's like mine. That was mine, exactly.
Yeah, bro, always
Yeah.
distracts
Bro,
him.
you always had, bro, there was this one teacher, his name was Mr. Cook, English teacher. And honestly, he was very like proud Aussie guy and hated
Yeah.
ethnics.
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Hated them.
yeah.
So, and it was like it was very obvious.
Obvious.
Like I had Aussie mates and he'd like love them, but anyone that was even like Asian, I'm talking any ethnic,
Yeah.
Asian, Arab, whatever, and he had an Aussie flag on his desk. Like, they just go,
Any non-Aussie.
Anyway, so like he would like big dramas, like parent-teacher interviews. He'd tell basically my mum that I was a degenerate and like whatever, like all this shit. Anyway, so I had him for a little while, but he was a phenomenal English teacher, and I always told my mum like, even though he's a gronk, like I want to stay in his class because he's a very good English teacher. And I remember we finished school. It was my teacher from like 10 to 12 or 11 and 12, and we finished school, and I went back to school giving some teachers gifts and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like
that's
you know,
nice.
Did you got him
wine.
something?
Anyway, so I got him something, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Mum's like, no, give him something. Take him something. You know, he was a good teacher, whatever. So I went up there, and I remember he was teaching a class at the time, and he couldn't see through the door. So I knocked on the door,
Oh, no.
and I walked in, and bro, I'm telling you, I've never seen a look of shock on someone's face.
Of disappointment.
Like he looked down at the
He
bag,
was hard on it. It would have broke his heart,
He knew
I
it was a
reckon.
gift bag, and I swear, like, bro, he was in awe. Like, he
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
believe-
yeah.
He's
Right.
like, oh, it's like John Paul. Hey, I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Cook, sorry to interrupt the class.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
da da da. Anyway, the story goes on. So I gave him the bag. I'm like, anyway, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I just want to say thank you, and because this had been a couple of months, obviously after HSC and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'd been a while. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, get a letter in the mail. It's like handwritten on the front.
Wow.
It says, to John Paul. Open up the letter. He's written me a handwritten letter,
Wow.
That's nice.
basically saying like how much of a pleasure it was to have me in his class, and
That's hectic.
bro, it was like bro, I'm telling you, my mum, she was the one that experiencing it as a parent. She could not believe it.
Yeah.
She went Bismillah Salib. She folded it in half,
Yeah.
put it in the Bible.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's still there in the Bible at home. I swear, I'm not joking, because he wrote this letter with like such. It was
heartfelt.
He was really heartfelt. Like he couldn't believe that, or like probably off the back of the way that he treated me.
Correct.
That-
See, isn't that, bro?
Or do you
Bro,
think
it
that
was-
maybe he didn't get that from students?
Bro,
I think it was a combination
of both,
because
but
it was
I-
very well known and
Yeah.
obvious that like this guy clearly didn't like him.
Yeah, but not all kids like bring gifts. Like
True, but a lot of
Yeah.
them do. But I also feel like from what you're telling me, bro, and I understand this, like that's the power of what love can do, bro. When you treat someone with kindness after, and he
Even if they
realized,
treat you
even
like
if they
shit.
treat you like shit, he was like, oh, like fuck, and then he would have reflected and gone, fuck, I gotta write this kid a letter. Like, what a piece of shit I would have been if I
Yeah.
did. I'm telling you, you would have changed, bro. I'm telling you, kindness like that, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, it
And bro,
changes
honestly,
the world, bro.
I think I have only my mum to thank for that.
That's
she's
hectic,
an
bro.
angel.
it's crazy to think though that he had that perception, but then he just flipped it like that just from one thing.
Because of the
Yeah,
kindness, bro.
because obviously he was just like maybe he was just like, I don't deserve this love. Like,
Correct.
you know what I mean? Like off the back of the way, and that's how I know what you're saying. Like,
Like consciously knowing that he's doing something that's he likes this group, but he doesn't like that group.
Yeah.
Like he consciously knows that he's doing
And
that.
then, like, I was the last person he probably expected to see at that door.
Correct.
And then
Yeah.
he looked down. He's like, "Is this guy like giving me a gift to say thank you?"
Yeah, yeah.
When like I literally slandered him to his parents. I treated him like shit in class.
That's amazing,
And
bro.
we basically like had like punch-ons, like figuratively speaking.
and potentially how you potentially change his mind for his future
For
students.
future.
yeah,
100%.
I don't know, man. It was just like it was a really
JP.
beautiful moment. The fact we got that handwritten letter in the mail. I forgot what it said. If I can get it.
Yeah, bro, I'd like
but
you
it
to
was
read
really
it.
nice, and it was a long letter handwritten, and he signed
wow.
off at the bottom.
Wow.
You don't get handwritten letters these days.
Yeah.
Bro,
Not often.
I bumped into my teachers multiple times. Even when I was working at MISC, bro, my year 6 teacher was there. She's like, Matthew Morgan, like, and she's like, we still talk about you at school. Can I get a photo? So I got like, you little devil.
That's hectic.
And Mrs. Alwyn, Lebanese teacher, did you have those Lebo teachers that like didn't want to like admit that they're Lebo for some reason? Like they were too like proud to do it. Miss Alwyn, she was that teacher. She was like,
yeah.
bro, she used to do
Alwyn? Did she marry an Aussie?
Alwyn.
Oh, Alawan.
Alawan. Bro, a couple of other things I wanted to just quickly touch on, bro. Like school cliches. Remember the Bunsen burner in the
That science class was a ruckus, bro.
Bro, it smelled like gas
People
in the whole
got
classroom.
banned from fucking science class.
It was good fun, but it was good fun, but fuck that Bunsen burner.
Bro,
How
you
many
always
times
had-
you burnt yourself?
Bro, you turn around and there's some fucking explosion. You got Harry Bittar's just fucking blown something up in the back, and Mr. Lee's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Another cliche. No hat, no play, no school today. Go
Milky-
get fucked.
No hat, no play, no Milky Way.
What?
Maybe it's a bit.
Bro, when they used to say that at school, they used to burn it. Like, why do I have to wear my hat? I don't want to wear my hat.
Yeah.
You have to wear your hat when you're outside.
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They used to-
Yeah.
and then you get a brand new one and it's so stiff.
Yeah,
You got to
chat.
bend it and
Always
shit.
used to lose my hat.
Bro,
Always.
Same.
Bro, what about remember the chocolate drives? Those like chocolate fundraiser boxes.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
go and sell them, bro, just for cash.
Oi. What about handball?
Bro. Kings, Queen, Ace, Dunce.
Yeah,
Suck my
that's right.
balls. I was always in Kings. Ace.
Bro, they used to get heated.
Bro,
what
heated.
about when if your ball went in their square too many times, like someone else playing, and they'd throw your ball away and you just punch on?
Bro, I remember the transition from normal tennis balls to high bounce balls. Spalding. Remember Spalding high bounce balls?
we just did tennis balls.
Taxis, tennis
I think
balls.
it must be the
We
new,
did, yeah,
just
we were a
tennis
bit
balls.
younger.
new generation.
Yeah.
What about, bro, being in those demountable classrooms with no AC?
Oh, bro, that was a living hell.
I was never in a
That was a
demountable.
living hell.
Bro, I used to sweat out my bum
And the
hole.
fan would be pumping. Would
Bro,
make a
pumping,
difference.
and you're just sweating after school,
Yeah.
and you're just like, you go play a game at like. I used to hate playing footy at lunch because I come back in class and
And
I'm
you're
just
sweating.
sweating.
Yeah,
you'd be
we always used to play footy.
But then you used to get sucked in because you see everyone having such a good time.
Yeah. But we never had demountables.
No?
In our school, no, we had a rich school.
Well, I mean,
so.
but you might. But even our school, like even though they did all right, they were building, so we had to have demountable. What about how like when you get to year 11 and 12, if the school was building and you were leaving in the next like 12 months, it was a bit of a stitch up.
Yes, and story in the stick, 100%.
No, bro. What about the other one? What about like when you're like doing schoolwork? I mean, you're playing school sport.
Yeah.
And then they choose 2 captains, and then you're like, bro, that last kid that gets chosen.
Oh, shattered! You were just like really hard,
Bro, and then the teachers used to like let you choose like 2 each, and then they divvy it up because they don't want their kids to get heartbroken because always getting that last person. Bro, fuck, it was the worst feeling when you're just like,
Maybe I'm
Yeah, I
shit.
see it picked all the
bro.
time. But anyway.
You got picked all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that one.
I was
cool
either the
kid.
captain or I got picked the first. But there's just more your mates. Like you pick your mates.
And what was the correlation between being the cool kid at school? He was often the fastest at athletics.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, because like
I
sports
found.
were considered like.
Well, just the best. I was rugby. Just you bit
Yeah.
at rugby. Yeah. There was no
Bro.
real cool group. It was just like you play sports or you play chess.
Bro, what about homemade Scoobies? Remember Scoobies? Those things that you thread together. These things.
Yeah, but what didn't chicks make
No,
those?
yeah,
Scoobies
yeah.
or Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis,
Play marbles.
Digimons. Oh,
Marbles
you
are
didn't
back in
have
the
Crazy
day.
Bones.
Crazy Bones. I was about to say
Oh,
Crazy Bones.
Crazy
Yeah, I know
Bones?
Crazy Bones.
Crazy
My
Bones.
brother used to play Crazy Bones. I
Your
love
brother
Crazy-
would have had them,
But
but
I used to play with them, bro.
Yeah.
You flick them at each
Your
other.
brother had- your brother had them.
Bro, I had a whole box of them. Where are they, mum?
What about you used to go to Smiggle at the start of the year and get all your cool shit, the erasers that are like electric and shit? Remember Smiggle?
I know, yeah, I do, but we didn't really. Oh no, we had a bit of.
Remember they
Smiggle,
had
but it
those
was-
like zipper
But
pencil
again, it
cases?
was mostly like
we used to get
mostly-
given. Yeah, we used to get bored.
If like the boys, because we went to a boys' school, if someone came with Smiggle, they'd get roasted.
With the
You know what
fluffy thing on the
You
top
got to get like
of the pen.
The cool thing to get was like the shitty pencil cases.
What about your
with the shitty
kindergarten
zipper.
buddy? Your buddy. Remember your kindy buddy?
Nah,
Remember in
Remember-
year 6 and
remember-
you get a buddy?
remember Play-Doh?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but I went to my school late, so I don't have to have a buddy to
Okay.
take me around.
What about that little prick that used to come in a fucking truck dressed as a giraffe named as Healthy Harold? Healthy Harold. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I love Healthy Harold. He was a
They've
prick.
got who wasn't told me there's like a. I don't know. There's like a sex ed one now.
Oh.
Horny Harold.
What?
Did I
that's
make
not
that
I've
up?
never heard that one before.
No, I thought someone
Horny
said.
Harold.
I
Bro,
swear.
what about the cake stall? Remember the cake
the
store?
stores, yeah.
Oh, do you remember like the Father's Day, Mother's Day? They used to have
Yeah.
the
The
stores
fate.
and stuff.
The
Yeah.
fate. The fate.
The face.
Yeah, those
But
are
I remember
hectic.
I love those school when like grandmother's day and Father's day. I remember it was like grandparents' day. Like I used to like, oh my god, my grandma's here, and then I could like leave early and she'd like take
Yeah,
you home.
yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
yes. And it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
even a
cute.
thing, but like I used to just go home with them.
Grandparents'
I was like,
day?
"Mum,
How
I'm
good."
signing out early. Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, Pokemon.
Bro, I was
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
back when there was marbles back in the day.
Marbles. Get
Marbles.
fucked.
Yeah, marbles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my mum's generation, bro.
Bro, marbles were around for years.
Remember word art?
Word art.
Remember, I love my classic font was like I love the blue one and the rainbow one, bro.
The rainbow one was hectic.
Rainbow one has got
You
all
love
the
the
green
rainbow
rock
one,
one.
yeah.
Hello, Khalasin. What else was there, bro? The merit ward. You get a
Oh, white,
bro.
we had a white card, which is like, you know, you've
student
done-
of the week.
I
Bro,
was,
when you were student of the week
No,
at
we didn't have
assembly,
that.
I was a manager and a monitor. I was a prefect.
Were
prefect.
you?
Yeah, and I got paid. We used to get paid $50.
Bro, the prefects had a prefect room. Yeah.
Prefect. We used to go to the staff room. Used to be able to go in the staff room, have morning tea in there.
Yeah.
When we were prefects in our last year.
What about
Is that
using
a
an
rubber?
eraser
Is that
and
an
putting
eraser?
yes,
Yes
or no,
or no,
maybe?
you just flick it.
And it lends halfway to maybe.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, good times.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, guys. Look, honestly, amazing.
We
I love those school memories. You can go on
ages.
forever, guys.
Yeah.
If you
So
have any
much
school-
nostalgia, you know?
Sean, close
100%.
us off, my brother.
Well, that was episode 35, talking about school.
Yeah.
Last question for you boys.
Yeah.
Is would you have rather to do co-ed or would you rather just stay boys?
No, the co-ed was good, man.
You like co-ed?
Yeah. I liked how it was in our school. Year
Yeah.
7 to 10, boys. Co-ed 11 and 12.
Yeah. What about you, JP?
No, I liked the all boys thing, man. It was sick. It
Yeah.
was just mad, bro, because like it was just, I don't know, it's like a locker room chat. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just all the shabs, and
Yeah.
Shabab.
and I feel like I don't know. It's so funny. Did you see all those videos of the Newington parents who like it's moving to co-ed?
Yeah, it's going to
So
co-ed.
they were
yeah.
talking about like obviously being upset that it's moving to co-ed. No, yeah, I like all boys, but I mean everyone tends to have an affinity towards their own experience.
Yeah. I liked all boys, but I think like Oak Hill, I think that would have been good.
Yeah.
Like your last 2
11
years.
12 is not a bad year, but like, bro, that like introduces distractions at the
Literally.
at the time when your adolescence is kicking the fuck in.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
know.
why
I
would
don't
you do
understand
that?
why we
Well, I
did
could have
that.
read
That's what I
as
mean.
well.
It's like,
I don't know.
Anyway.
But I remember like when teachers,
Banana.
girls first came, we're like, oh my God, there's girls here. There are girls.
Oh my God.
Girls, don't worry about studying anymore.
But,
Okay.
Anyway, that's it.
All right, catch us later.
Catch us later.
Have a good day at school if you're going. Happy Valentine's
Be
Day.
nostalgic.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's
Boys,
Day.
get your girls some roses.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
JP.
go. Gotta take a
Yalla,
shit.
bye.
All right, let's go.